Ayo, Ayo, come on. Are we live? Are we live? No, let's change that title. This is not making MCC teams live discussing MCC 19 teams live. That's what this is. Nope, that's not the description. It's today we will discuss the teams for MCC 19. And that should be an S. And save. Are we live? Are we not live? I don't think we're live. Are we live? Hello, we're live apparently. So, oh yeah, we are live. Let's go. Hello, hello. Let me turn on the music really quick. Simple button press. Hello, so, what's up? Today, you've seen the teams, right? These are the teams. I have my chat open in the other side. So, let's discuss the teams, but live. Why not? I will still be recording like an update video. Well, not an update video, but like a predictions video. But we'll do it live, and I can just take this footage for later because I'm too lazy to record it later. Let's go. Okay, so red with Crinios, George, Aerith, and Puns. I don't know what I think about this team. Like, it's MCC 13 teal, but with George instead of Illumina, which is a downgrade, but at the same time, like, it's not really. Okay, so I think the most important thing that I want to talk about, which I should get out first, is that look at the averages on the side. Can you see that? This part right here. I hope no, I'm not capturing my cursor, god damn it. Oh, I am. Okay. So, here it is on the side, averages. So, it's all like 9k. Like the first 5 teams 9k, 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 9k. Then the 7k, right? And then you get to the second day, which is today. And then there's this one really OP team, which is Savna, Phil, Tommy, and Sneeg. And then the rest are like really weak for some reason. I don't get it. Like there's just 5 really strong teams and 5 really weak teams for some reason. Which, you know, it's not a dig against Scott or anything, but like, I think it could have been better balanced than this. Like the Simmers, we get it, right? Simmers, fan favorite team. What are we going to do about it? But the rest, like, for example, you can't tell me that Cyan and Lime are balanced. Like Sapnap, Phil, Tommy. Sure, Phil hasn't been doing too well recently, but if he gets back to form, then that team's just good. No, like 5 strong teams and 5 weak teams aren't that bad necessarily. It's just the fact that for the 5 weak teams, you just it's just demoralizing more or less, right? Like you're in this event hoping to win, and then you look at the teams like Cyan, and you're like, how do I beat that? Cyan only has like 1 weak game, which is Build Mart, probably. You look at Lime. Lime is definitely a for fun team, right? There's no ifs and buts about it. Like, if you're on the weaker teams, you just have to like be there and, you know, just try your best and have fun. That's it. That's all you can do. You just hope the bigger teams fail. Because the averages, like, there's a difference of like 1k. There's a difference of 1k in averages. Like, if you look at the All-Stars, you know how unbalanced All-Star was? How people, like, complained about All-Stars? Like, even that difference wasn't that bad. Like, sure, red and yellow were ways ahead of everybody. But, like, I think the difference between yellow and third is like 600 or something. Like, sure, that's bad. It's not as bad as this, somehow. I don't even know how. Purple is underrated by stats. Wisp, CPK, Tapple, and Nikki. I believe Nikki will pop off. I'm a firm believer that Nikki will pop off, but I've said that every MCC. I want Nikki to pop off so bad. Tapple, I believe he can reach this. Like, this 2.1k. We've seen how good he is in Pride, right? In Pride MCC, if you watch that. We know how good he is. I know he can reach that type of potential again. We just need to hope. CPK, so far has been doing better. What is Scott smoking? I don't know. See, if you look at the weaker teams, they all seem like teams that will be fine with not winning. Yeah, but at the same time, don't you just want every team to have a chance of winning? Like, isn't that the point of the tournament? No? So have, like, every team has like a chance to, like, you know, win. Like, except if you're the Simmers. If you're the Simmers, then I'm sorry, you just don't have a chance of winning. But, you know, the rest of the teams, you probably want them to have a chance of winning. Like, okay, so purple is underrated by stats, that's true. Wisp 1.9, I can see it. CPK 2.3, he has the potential to go much higher. Tapel also has the potential to go higher, and Nikki, I'm just waiting for her to pop off one day. I want Nikki to be like 1.7k, you know, like, if she can get in the top 30 one event, it would be such a sight to see, and I can't wait for that day. Let's look at the rest of the teams. So, let's look at Emerald Elves for some reason. Dream, Tubbo, Ranbo, and Slimesicle. How well do you think Slimesicle will do? Like, Dream, Tubbo, and Ranbo, you know how well they'll do, right? Dream will probably come, like, I don't know, top 10. Tubbo will probably, if he reaches his full potential, top 10. Ranbu, top 20, top 15. How well do you think Slimesicle will do? I mean, if I had to guess, he'll be the bottom 10, but, you know. But anything can happen. 30? Yeah, 30's, I guess, it could be. What I'm really worried about is that I feel like for the strong teams, I feel like their numbers will get inflated because they'll just win team games. Like, to get to the other side, for example. This is the same as most events. MCC 18 had weak teams, while green OG Lime Liches. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. I just like to see, like, you know, I like to see every team has a chance of winning more than anything. Like, I don't know, seeing 7.6k next to 9.5, like 9.7k, 9.2k, it just saddens me, you know? Like, yeah, I know there has to be some weaker teams, but, like, I don't know. Is there only one new player added this MCC? Yeah, it's only Slimesicle. Which makes me even wonder how well he'll do now, because as the only new player, I want to see how well he does. Because everyone else has played before. Everyone else knows what's going on, essentially. Plus, if there's Sands of Time on green, who do you think will be Sandkeeper? I want to know now. I want to know what you think about this team. Who will be Sandkeeper? Do you think Slimesicle will be Sandkeeper, or do you think someone else will have to be Sandkeeper? MCC 12 was very balanced. MCC 12, I except for green. I think MCC 12 was fun, yeah. Dream will probably train Slimesicle. Yeah, true. Dream in every MCC is like a father figure to everyone else. He's just going around being like, "Hey, don't do this, don't do that," and it's hilarious. And they do better because of it too. So go on. MCC 12 was a lot of fun. Yeah, I miss Rocket Spleef. I really miss Rocket Spleef. Ranboo is a good runner. Yeah, yeah, and he's good at solving puzzles too. So I think Slimesicle will have to be Sandkeeper. I'm just worried about how well he'll do at it. Because having Slimesicle run instead of Sandkeep is just, you know, I feel like Dream is definitely the best Sandkeeper there, but he's too good of a runner. uh, let's look at the rest of the teams. I haven't given Red enough attention, really. Krinios, George, Aerith, and Puns. How do you feel about that team? Like, it's Teal 13, right? Except it's, what's it called? It's George instead of Illumina. Like, I don't know how I feel about this team, really. Because if they make it to Dodgebolt, if they make it to Dodgebolt, I'm calling it they're winning. Except if it's against Dream or something. Because that's a really good Dodgeball team. Like, Krinios, George, Aerith, and Puns. Like, okay. Let's look at their previous events, shall we? So, this is their average for each game. Let's see what they're best at. Survival games. Battle box. Do they even have any weak games? Let's see what's their weakest game. Grid Runners. Grid Runners is their weakest game somehow. How is Grid Runners this team's weakest game? I feel like if there's Grid Runners, this team will do better than their averages, really. Also, have you guys realized that they moved Teal to Cyan? And Aqua is now what? Cerulean or something? Like, they just switched Teal and Cyan for no reason. Like, you see, Cyan is now Teal Turkeys, and Aqua is now, what's it called? Cerulean Candy Canes? Just... yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, true. Teal is closer to Cyan, but I just can't get over Cerulean, dude. If you looked on Twitter, which is, not a really good place to look at, but if you look on Twitter, there's a lot of people who don't know how to say Cerulean, and there's like a ton of different pronunciations of the word, and it's just hilarious. Grid Runners has low points. I mean, I guess, yeah. But this team is really good at it. Look at this team. How good is that team? What's this team, by the way? This really good team in Grid Runners? Orange, yeah. Yeah, cerulean is a lovely color. You just see a lot of people not knowing how to pronounce it, and it's hilarious. And for you that don't know in chat, I'm sure everyone knows cerulean, but look at this color. It's a really good color. Especially this one. So let's get back to this. Orange, I feel like if in the actual MCC, I think I'm watching Orange. I think if there's one perspective I want to watch live, it's Orange. Genuinely. Like, I feel like it's such a good vibes team. Maybe Yellow too. I want to see Captain get his first win, dude. I can't believe he hasn't won yet. Don't mind the range. Winner, well, of course, right. How is the, runner-up is red. Let's change the game order. Let's change the game order really quick. What do you think will be the first game in the actual event? I feel like if they want to get out, I have a really strong feeling that parkour tag isn't going to get played again. I don't know why. I just had a feeling. I have a feeling that parkour tag won't get played again. But you know what? Let's do it. Parkour tag first. I think Ace Race is like a regular like 6th or 5th place like game. I'll put Ace Race here. Why not? Yeah, it's either early or skip. I'll put Ace Race in 6th. I'll put Sands of Time in 8th because it's Sands of Time. God, as much as I want Rocket Sleeve to be back, I think Build Mart will be like either a really late game or a really early game. Sky Battle is always super early too. Like, people just look at the good teams and be like, hey, they're good at Sky Battle, so let's get it out early. Which makes sense, but, you know, it's just what it is. Do you think survival games should get played this MCC? Because survival games are just wacky. It's like their coin balances change every single MCC. You can't predict survival games at all. I think I'll put Build Mart in 7th because that's usually where it goes. Is it going to be in? Actually, I don't think so. If they're using MCC All-Stars games, then survival games will not be in. Which I think they might be using All-Stars like games in this MCC, which means survival games will not be in. It will be what? To get to the other side, hole in the wall, Ace Race, Parkour Tag, Battle Box, Grid Runners, Sky Battle, Build Mart, and Sands of Time. Those are the 9 games that are going to be in this MCC. Which one do you think will get skipped? I think it's either Parkour Tag or Hole in the Wall. I think Hole in the Wall is going to get skipped so bad. I don't think anyone likes Hole in the Wall. I feel like that's why is there Ace Race twice? What do I miss Grid Runners? Right. I just have a really strong feeling that Hole in the Wall is only really okay as like game 2 to 4. Hole in the Wall can be fun. It's just that, you know, it's like filler. Yeah, I guess, but I feel like there's a lot of people that don't like Hole in the Wall just because of how first of all, laggy or buggy it is, and second of all, just because it's not really, I don't feel like Hole in the Wall is that fun to watch or to play. But if people like it, then they can definitely vote for it. So if this is the game order, which I think is a pretty good game order, the winner of MCC is Cyan. Wow, who would have guessed? Second is Orange. Yeah. How is Cyan is 400 ahead of everyone? Yeah, that's what I thought. If Cyan wins, is it like MCC All Stars Red? This is like, it's not even joking, it's a genuine question. Because they're in 9.7k, the second place at 9.2. They're like 500 points ahead of everyone else. If they win, are we surprised? I mean, yeah, Philza hasn't been doing that well. But if Philza gets back to where he used to be just like 5 MCCs ago, Cyan are not too good at Sands of Time with Billmart. Let's see. Sands of Time. Where's Sands of Time? Sands of Time, and where's Cyan? I have a strong feeling that they're really not that bad at Sands of Time. They're not that bad at Sands of Time. That's for sure. I have a feeling that... Okay. Let's see. Who do you think will be the Sandkeeper on Cyan? That's the biggest question if we want to talk about Sands of Time. Who's the Sandkeeper there? Because I feel like most of them are runners. If not all of them are runners. Phil? Do you think Phil will be Sandkeeper? I know it's not Sapnap, that's for sure. It's either Phil, Tommy, or Sneeg. I have a feeling that Tommy will be Sandkeeper this MCC, to be honest with you. Just because I don't think Tommy is that comfortable playing Sands of Time. Like, the last few events, if I watched his like POV on Sands of Time, I don't know, he seems off during Sands of Time, so I think he'll try being Sandkeeper this MCC. If Tommy can be like a really good Sandkeeper, then this team will do amazing. Phil is not that bad, honestly. Like, even last time with the lockouts and stuff, like, it's not really his fault, you know. Sabnap can be good, but he plays quite risky. Yeah, true. But at the same time, he hasn't died a whole lot, I don't think. Sabnap is good enough to play risky, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, he plays risky, but he's good enough to do it. Okay, now here's a really good question, right? Who do you think will win Grid Runners on this team? No, not on this team, but like in this entire event. Who do you think will win Grid Runners? Because Grid Runners is not much about individual skill, it's more about like teamwork. Pink, green. We'll see with green. I don't know their chemistry really well. I know that Dream, Tubbo, and Ranbu is definitely like played before. I don't know how good their chemistry is. I haven't seen that much of them, to be honest with you. Pink, Jack, Shovel, Wilbur, and Scott. I think that's their... Is it their Phasmophobia team? Or do they play fast mode together? I think they do. Their chemistry should be really well. I think. It's just that I hope they don't have like... They're on the Dream SMP. Yeah, but at the same time, even if they're on the Dream SMP... Like, the Dream SMP is a huge place. You don't interact with everyone all the time. Right? Even if they're on the same SMP, it's not like they play together that much. Which, you know, like being on a Dream SMP obviously helps, but I don't know. Pink. I think Pink will do really well. It's just that if there's like an actually like mechanical like room, like let's say there's like a really like parkour based room. It's just that I don't know how good Pink will be, like mechanical wise. Like Green could definitely do very well because on like those rooms, Dream will just take over, obviously, and like Orange Pete will take over, right? On Red, anyone could take over, really. No, yeah, whatever. I'm excited to see Aqua too. I want to see how good Rai Guy plays this MCC. He hasn't played in a while, which makes me interested in how he would play. Because there's a lot of changes in MCC. I want to see how he plays. I know he's really good in Dodgeball. I just want to see how he plays, really. Let's see here. Let's talk about Yellow for a second. Quig, Captain Sparkles, Kara, and Michael. Quig is obviously the best player on the team. He's pretty much good at everything, really. Captain Sparkles is a really good like second option. But he's like people in the 2.3k range, like 2.6k, they're really like how do I say this? They're really in the tough spot because it's not like they can team with really good players, like a lot of really good players, but they'll be on like somewhat weaker teams because it's hard to balance people in those ranges, like 2.3, 2.4. Because they might be too strong or too weak for a strong team or a weak team. But this team, I feel like, will be a really good support team. Like, Kara and Michael are really good support players. And one of them will have to run in time to time. I think Kara will be obviously Sandkeeper. Michael will run, Captain will run, and Quig will run. And Captain Sparkles is really... I feel like Captain Sparkles is really underrated in Sands of Time. I feel like it's one of his best games, to be honest with you. Like, during the past few events, he's consistently brought back, like, one of the top, like, golds in the tournament. So, this team could do something. I'm just hoping that they're good at, like, build mart. And also, Ace Race, I want to see Michael do better than last time. You have seen that clip, right? With Michael Ace Race. I'm sure you have. That clip is hilarious. Can I play it on stream? This is the most hilarious clip you'll ever see. Yellow could surprise? True. I feel like anyone in the 9k range could surprise. Even anyone in the 8k range could surprise, really. Like down here. They could surprise, but the chances are just low. Like, for example, Aqua. Awesome, dude. This is a second MCC. Like, sure, last event he got 1.5k. This MCC could get, I don't know, 1.7, 1.8k. Like, he could improve. Gumi could improve, right? Like, her average is 1.4, but her previous event is 1.6. She could improve. This team could definitely get a run if they, if they all played their best. And Raigai, I want to see how he does, of course. And H-Bomb, look at his last event, 1.7k. If H-Bomb can get back to this form, this team could get a run. Like, genuinely could get a run. With CPK Tap on Nikki, again, if they can get back to their form, like on their averages, this team also could make a run, probably. I think. This team, I feel like they've been overperforming their average lately. Like, Wilbur has just been getting better. Shovel, I want to see her back to her form back in like MCC, the early MCCs. And Jack will bounce back from this 1.5k performance, I think. Okay, now which teams do I want to take a look at more? I feel like I wanna analyze Orange for some reason. Like Pete, Green, Solidarity, and Gem. They're obviously good build mart team. Let's analyze the teams, why not? So let's start off with Red and Orange. These are the teams: Crinius, George, Ed, Puns, and Pete, Green, Solidarity, Gem. Let's take a look at their stats. Parkour Warrior we ignore, Foot Race we ignore, Rocket Spleef we ignore, Lockout Bingo we ignore. Hole in the Wall. Pete is obviously amazing at Hole in the Wall. But look at, who is this? Is this Gem? Yeah. Is this Gem's second MCC or third or fourth? Like, I don't remember when she first debuted. I think this is her. Well, she played MCC. When's her first MCC? It's with Quig, I know, but I think it's MCC 16, maybe? This is probably her fourth MCC, or third. I feel like she'll improve. I don't see a world where she doesn't. And then Pete, Green, Solidarity, Gem. Solidarity, I want to see him improve too, back to his old average, which is 1.9k. If he can get back to 2k, like, points, because I know I was making like teams like the past MCCs, right, in MCC 16 or 15, and I remember I think Solidarity's average was like 2.1k, and it's just dropped. So if he can get back to that form, then this team will be even scarier. Green with 2.0 with 2k points. I think Green has a really good chance of popping off. Like, do you remember MCC 17 where he got like 2.8k or something? If he can get back to that kind of level, this team will be scary. If he can make the TNT play in Sky Battle again, then this team will be scary. Even scarier than they already are. How long have I been live for? I don't remember. I've been live for, I don't know. I've been live for about, no idea. 35 minutes. Okay. 35 minutes of live stream. This could just be a regular video. I could have just recorded this. This is such a waste of time. I'm just genuinely analyzing the teams with chat here. Chat's not even saying anything. I'm just like, okay, let me analyze the teams. Woo. Let me continue analyzing on stream. If you want to stick around for that, yeah, sure. If you wanted to give some insight, put in the chat. I don't know. I don't even have alerts on because I'm just a scuffed streamer. So I don't know if anyone subscribes or anything. I'm just like, you're okay, sure. Quick Captain, Carmichael, we've talked about them. In the Littlewood, Smash Base, Fall Symmetry, and Ren. This team is really good in... I feel like this team will do really good in Build Mart. In the Littlewood, Smallish Beans. If Smallish Beans can get back to his MCC 16 performance with like 2.6k or something, that'd be amazing. If In the Littlewood can pop off in Ace Race, they could do really good. Fall Symmetry and Ren, really good support players. Their chemistry is obviously good. This team will be a for fun team, but I can't wait to watch their VOD to see them just having fun and having good vibes throughout the entire event. Green, we've talked about Dream Tabo, Ranboo, and Slimesicle. I think Slimesicle will be like the deciding factor between this team making Dodgeball or not, because this team is eerily similar to MCC 9 Lime with a Dream, Fundy, Tubbo, and Sylvie, except this time instead of Fundy it's Ranboo, instead of Sylvie it's Slimesicle, which means it's a downgrade. But you know, I just can't wait to see how well they do in this event. Next up, Sapnap, Phil, Tommy, and Sneeg. Really strong team. Depends on Phil's. If he can get back to his original form, then this team is way overpowered. But if he doesn't, then this team is probably pretty fair. Awesome Dude, Gumi, H-Bomb, and Rai Guy. Awesome Dude, I feel like he'll improve really well. Gumi, I hope she'll improve too. H-Bomb 94, if he can get back to his 2.6k performance, then this team is going to be just fine. And Rai Guy Rocky, I'm interested to see how he does, no matter good or bad. Blue, Simmers, hope for the best. That's all I can say about the Simmers, because most of the time they're going to get that last. But this event, their entire mojo or their entire like push is to not get last. If they can like not get last, good for them. Like genuinely really good for them. Wisp, CPK, Tapla, and Nikki. I can't wait to see Nikki pop off. I genuinely want to see her pop off. Tapel, CPK, and Wisp. Tapel and CPK I don't think they have teamed together. I can't remember if any of them have teamed with each other before. CPK. Like, I don't know how good their chemistry will be, but I know it'll be good. I think, anyway. I don't see a world where their chemistry is horrible, because they're all just really good people. And pink. I feel like purple will exceed their averages. I hope they can get back to their primes though. And pink. Jack, Shovel, Wilbur Scott. Chemistry is really good. I don't think they're that good at like PvP games. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in that. But at the same time, like coin averages are not everything. The thing is, coins will fluctuate between events. Coins will change between events. The scoring system will change between events. So the coins are never consistent. Don't base everything off of coins. The most important thing to getting a really good coin balance, no, not a coin balance, but a really good coin number. The most important thing to getting really, really high coins is you have to win the team games. Like, sure, you can get like MCC 11 Dream and just win all the sky battle rounds, and get like, I don't know, 1100 coins unmultiplied for yourself, and that'll probably propel you to first. But like, for most of these, the best thing you can do is win the team games. So if you can win the team games, the majority of the time, you can get really, really high scores. If you want a really good example of this, Green's MCC 17 is a really good example. Like, you can probably tell that I really like Green from my commentary. But yeah, this is the way things are. If you win the team games, you can get really, really high scores, even if you're not that skilled at Minecraft. Which is why if you look at like placement predictions and stuff like that, you'll see people putting people so high up because their team did well, so they should too. Which makes sense. If I had to guess, out of all these teams, I think that Green with a Dream, Tubbo, Rainbow, and Slimesicle, I think they will win a lot of team games, not including Build Mart, because I don't think they'll win Build Mart. But I feel like this Green team, even with Dream in the team, I think they'll do pretty well at Build Mart, to be honest with you. Not like top 5 or anything, but like not that last. Because that team, I feel like Tubbo is really pretty good at Build Mart. Ranboo is pretty good at Build Mart, I think. Let's look at their averages. Why not? I know I said not to look at coins like specifically, but Build Mart. Let's see here. Which team are they? They're this team, and this is their Build Mart averages. 235, 223, 24, 151. Yeah, Ranboo's really good at Build Mart. But like, they're not that bad. Sure, they're not the best in the event, but it's still better than who's this team? They're better at Cyan at it. They're better than this team. No, this is the Simmers. We know that. Like, they're not that bad at all things considered. I want to see them do really well in Build Mart. And if they can do really well in Build Mart, I feel like they have a really good chance of winning the event. But if they make it to Dodgebolt and their opponent's like Cyan or something, I hope they win. I hope Green wins if they were in Dodgebolt, because I want to see Dreams 100% continue. Right? Like, Dream has always had 100% win rate in Dodgebolt, no matter what. Like, he's 4 for 4 in Dodgebolt. If he can win this one, then it's just, you know, the streak's going to continue. and I can't wait for that to happen. Anyhow, I think I'm. Should I change topics? Are you getting bored of this? Should I change topics? Are there even still people watching? I don't even know. Let's look. Live streaming. Are there people still watching? Oh, there is. There's people still watching. There's 5 of you? Okay. Well, welcome the 5 of you. I hope you're not bored. Let's look at MCC. Was it noxtrue.mcc.com? Yeah. No, oh, noxtrue.com says MCC. Well, let's look at this really quick. noxtrue.com/MCC. Where MCC blah blah blah, how to watch, MCC Island, MCC Live app, and here are the games. Let's discuss the games, shall we? So Ace Race coin wise, I think is pretty good. Although 400, so the top, like the best Ace Race, like the fastest time will get 700 coins. Second place will get about 630. And third place will get about 560. Which I think it's a pretty good system. Except I don't know really. Like the difference between 1 and 2 is 70 coins, the difference between 2 and 3 is 70 coins. 3 and 4 is 70 coins. And after that it just goes down gradually. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Like so far Ace Race seems like pretty good scoring wise. I think if there's like one scoring change that I really want, it's in Sands of Time and survival games. I guess that's 2, right? Sands of Time I don't really have a problem with scoring wise. But there's one problem with Sands of Time, and that's the banking system. Like, you know how you can go to the Sphinx and just bank 20% with 20% tax? That's never worth it, really. Like, genuinely not worth it at all. Like, almost no one ever uses it. Which, you know, I think there should be some reworks to that. And then for survival games, I really don't like the cash drops. Well, the cash drops are an interesting idea. The problem with the cash drops is that they're random. So like even if you're on the lookout for them, if your luck isn't great, then you're just not getting it. Plus it gives 200 coins. It's way too much, I think. Plus 35 coins for personal elims. You see this 35 coins for personal elims? That's way too low. That's way too low, I think. Because at the same time, like 35 coins. Do you know how little 35 coins is? Here, like, I'm sure you've seen this argument before. Look at Sky Battle. Sky Battle's at 50 personal coin elims. And there's 3 rounds of Sky Battle. So, it's not really. I don't think that's balanced. Genuinely. Plus this, like this thing, oh yeah, 750, blah blah blah. It's just a scam, right? If you get 10th, you might say, oh yeah, you still get 380 coins, but everyone else gets more than 380. So, you may as well get 0 here, and everyone else get like 40, 80, 100, and it wouldn't make a difference, right? The 380 is just a delusion. Although, is Dodgeball like too? I think Dodgeball is just a classic, right? You can't just change Dodgeball. I kind of want to see another finale game though, other than Dodgeball. I don't know. Because like you've had this entire event of like different Minecraft skills, like you're maybe like good at building, you're maybe like, good at everything else, but if you're not good at the bow and arrow, you just lost. That's it. You must like I guess that's my only problem with dodgeball really. It's just that no matter how good you are at everything else, if you're not good at the bow, you're done. Like, okay. Sure. I hope no one is chatting right now, because if they are, I can't see them, which is, you know. Anyhow, I think that's all I wanted to say for this stream. So, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I think that's it. Yep. Peace out. Can I raid? No, I don't think I can raid. Yeah. And so, like, subscribe. Peace out. End stream.